I recently rewatched the Chainsaw Man movie, and I realized how much I relate to Denji. He's so naive, and that naivety makes him fall for like any girl. And I guess the reason I relate to Denji is because I see a younger version of myself within that fictional character. This story of Chainsaw Man just feels so like close to home. That naivety of falling for a girl that just gives you attention or likes to be around you, I guess that's what I relate to. In this movie, the main character and the girl, they go to like this festival where there's fireworks and shit, and it's represented or visually described as like a fever dream. You see Denji just the main character, just completely mesmerized by everything around him, this girl, and that's kind of what it feels like when you fall in love like the first time. It's like a fever dream, and it feels so nice, right? It feels lovely, pun intended. And so you want to feel that feeling more, right? It's your first time feeling that, and you want to keep feeling that over and over again. And as a young man, you don't know that that has consequences. At least I didn't. You don't know what the consequences of making somebody your whole reason brings. Because like being in love brings this weird fulfillment when you're around the other person. And if you only find fulfillment in being around this other person, especially as a man, it's just not good. It is not good at all. So for me personally, right, I had this girl in high school that I messed with, but it wasn't really like love. You feel what I'm saying? Like, sure, I liked her, and eventually shit ended, and I did get hurt, whatever, but I was a kid, right? So I built all these walls around me to protect myself, right? Then boom, I meet this other girl, and then she just manages to break through all these walls that I created to protect myself. And so I guess when you're in love, it doesn't make you look at the bigger picture. Or actually, I don't really know what I'm trying to say. It's just, I don't really know how to format this video because it's like so raw. But there's so much to learn from like your first love. You know, there's good things to learn, and then there's bad things to learn. You know, it can help you grow, but it can also build walls around you that are hard to take down. And you know, being in love requires vulnerability, and that vulnerability comes with high risk, high reward, I guess you could put it. Guys, I really don't know how to format this video, man. This Chainsaw Man movie, bro, was just so good, and you know, I had to rewatch it, and now I'm recording this video. This is my favorite song from the movie right now. It's from that carnival scene that I was speaking about, where it just feels like a fever dream. And you know, like, that's really what it feels like. It feels like a fever dream. Like, you fall in love with a girl, and then most likely it ends. Well, that's just me being, I guess that's just my experience. You know, in a lot of situations, it does end, and it just feels like a fever dream. Like, did that really happen? You know, I can't really put it into words what you learn from this fever dream, right? But there's so much to learn from it. Like, fuck, bro. I really don't know how to put this, guys. You know, as a young man, it's easy to fall and learn. And like, the main thing I learned was like, you can't make a person your whole life. You really can't. If you don't have like some sort of purpose you're chasing, and your whole thing is this girl, it's like she'll lose respect for you because of the fact that you have nothing else going for yourself besides her. And so like for me, like the main thing I learned is that, you know, I have to build something. You have to build an environment in order for a relationship to like flourish. And so being naive and young, all you want to do is just hang out with this other person, spend time with this other person, and then slowly but surely you lose yourself within that comfort, within that feeling of love. You lose yourself because your whole life revolves around another person and not you and not your purpose, whatever that may be. And though, yes, this video is all over the place, the main thing I'm trying to get at is that your first love most of the time is just a learning lesson. And it's unfortunate because that's just how life is. And so, yeah, being in love is a wonderful thing, but as a man, it's way more complicated and not just black and white, because it's very simple, bro. A woman by nature brings value. So therefore, a man by nature needs to create value. And so when you're naive, young, and dumb, you don't know this. So you just fall for a girl before building yourself. And you know, that's a learning lesson. At least it was for me. Though this video was chaotic in a way because it wasn't very organized, I hope that I was able to express a little bit of what I was trying to get at. And so, as a man, I urge you, build yourself, build an environment that can harbor others, and you'll be fine. It's just that the building is the hard part. The building is the hard part. The easy part can be falling for a girl. You know, you can easily fall for a girl that you connect with. Actually, maybe that's not true, because finding a girl that you actually connect with is not as easy as you may think. Or maybe that's just my perspective because I'm actively not putting myself out there. But you know, like I said, finding a girl that you connect with is also difficult. But I find more difficulty in building. And so I'm choosing to do the hard part first before I, you know, dive down that road again. Because, you know, it makes it much easier when you understand the roles in a relationship. So it's like me, I know that I'm not ready for a relationship, so I'm not actively seeking it. But there's other people out there that don't really understand the roles in each relationship. I guess in the standard relationship where there's a masculine man and a feminine woman. That's what I'm referring to. I'm not talking about a feminine man and a masculine woman. Like, I mean, I guess the dynamic would be the same, but you get what I'm saying, or what I'm getting at. Like, roles are very simple, and so your job as a man is to fulfill that role in the best possible way. And that's what I'm trying to do. Like I said, falling in love is beautiful, you know, that's lit. I hope to be able to do that again one day. I'm just not ready. And so it's okay to not be ready. That's simply okay, bro. So as a man, build first. And hope you guys got something from this video. I hope you know, maybe got inspired a little bit. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Let's listen to some tunes.